This is ManUP TV. Today, we're taking you up north with us. See the beauty and peacefulness of this lodge next to Canada. You have a seat right next to us on our ManUP fishing charter where it's quota or bust. We'll introduce you to the man behind the success of Renter's Warehouse. There's fantasy football and your mail. It's time to man up. Welcome back to Man Up, ladies and gentlemen. Another great week coming up. You know, we were talking, Tony G and I were talking about the fact that, well, I always say from the 4th of July until Christmas, there is no better place on earth to live than in Minnesota.
Well, welcome to Minnesota, that's right.
Magnificent stuff. I mean, the weather right now, you can see I'm wearing a little bit of a light jacket. It's just wonderful.
It's cooling off though. The wind's getting blown. The wind's blowing. We gotta get out there and rake leaves.
What?
Oh, I've been raking leaves.
Rake any leaves?
You don't rake leaves?
I tell you why, but I have an HOA. Well, it's true. I mean, no, I don't do any of that stuff.
No, I was out this bagging leaves this weekend.
You want to hear a real story?
Yep.
This is a true story. I'm not making this up. I am not really too mechanically inclined. You know, I grew up in North Minneapolis. I didn't do any of that stuff. My wife comes to me. I'm not making this story up. It's a true story. She says, I'm only telling you this because I already got somebody coming over to do it.
Yep.
I said, what do you mean you got somebody coming over to do what? She goes, I have a handyman coming over to the house. He'll be here in about 5 minutes. I said, what did you want to tell me? She said, the light burned out in the garage. Instead of letting me change a light bulb, she hired somebody. It's a true story. I'm not making that story up. And the reason that happened was, you know those little globes that fit over lights? You know, you got the closet light and then you put a little globe and screw it in?
Yep.
Last year I did that.
Fell off the ladder.
I know. I shut the door and I was talking to Catherine. We heard this. The globe just exploded because I didn't put it in there right. Oh. I thought I did. I thought I had it secured, but I didn't have it secured. But in any case, that little chill in the air does mean that it's hunting season, it's bird season. Yep. Soon it's deer hunting season. People getting out there, sitting up in deer stands for hours and hours on end. And this actually wasn't a lot worse than this.
Yeah, colder than this.
Is that true?
Yeah, no, totally. But you know, it's also the change of the season is kind of nice. It gives us the ability to get out. I went fishing this week. As you can see, it's not always cold. I'm all burned up from being in the boat.
I know. I was gonna say, what are you embarrassed about something?
No, it was up
all red faced.
Yeah. I didn't catch enough. No, I guess I caught a ton of fish.
Did you?
At Border View Lodge. Yeah, it was amazing.
Well, that's right. You went to the Border View.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that place. I saw the TV spot, obviously.
Yep.
It looks beautiful.
Oh, God, it was a beautiful place.
And if I wasn't working like 16 hours a day every day, I'd maybe go have fun, you know, like you have fun, and I don't.
It's so fun. It's the way they bait your hook. You throw a line in the water, bam, you're catching fish. So, I mean, I don't know how you can't have fun with that.
They actually bait your hook for you?
Yep, they bait your hook for you.
You know, that's a dream come true.
You have to check it out.
I have to go up there. I got to get up there within the next, 6, 8, 9 months, something like that. Because as I said, I saw the TV spot on the Man Up show on Sunday.
Yep.
And it looks gorgeous. The lodge is beautiful.
Incredible.
The food looks spectacular.
Yep.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony G, Border View Lodge, that's ahead on Man Up. Hey, all of you, in just a few minutes, we dive into our man mailbag. We call it Man Chat, so don't forget, something on your mind, get online, tweet us, whatever it takes, and send it to us. We'll read and answer your own question on this fine TV show. It's Man Chat, and man, we want to hear from you. Great to have you with us. Next, we're road tripping to the Border View Lodge on Man Up. Okay, Michael, and the average person out there, I'm hurt, I'm scared, I don't know any attorneys. Why do I turn to you?
Well, since you're hurt and you're concerned about how your bills are going to get paid and what you're going to do for wage loss, it's the time you need help. So you want to get a lawyer or a law firm that's done this before, knows what they can do to help you. And that's the difference we make. I talk to people for free. We'll go through what your rights are and you'll know what can be done for you.
When you think walleye fishing, there's only one place that comes to mind: the walleye capital of the world, Lake of the Woods, Minnesota, and Borderview Lodge. When it comes to the walleye fishing experience, Borderview Lodge is second to none. Their friendly and professional staff is there to provide you with nothing but the best service and accommodations. Take an exclusive full-service guided walleye fishing trip and reel in the big one for a delicious walleye dinner. Visit our website at borderviewlodge.com or give us a call at 1-800-PRO-FISH to start your adventure today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the lovely and talented Jim Paul's Valley Buick GMC. There's one in Apple Valley, there's one in Hastings, and now the lovely and talented Jim Paul.
Tom, we got you down here today to look at the Buick Encore. It's going to make it's a good stocking stuffer for any woman. It's our smallest SUV. It's red hot. A lot of women like the SUV, but they don't like the size of it. Climbing up in it, getting out of it, parking it. These are all the attributes they like. Sitting up high enough,
Right.
good sight lines, easy to park, easy to maneuver, fold down rear seats to put some things in, but none of the negatives, none of the bulk, none of the bad mileage.
It's a great looking vehicle, there's no question. Kind of like Jim, great looking, it's kind of like that deal. But no, the gas mileage thing is very, very important, especially to young women like my daughter. If her mother or I get a vehicle doesn't get great gas mileage, she'll never shut up, and let's be honest. I love you, honey, but it's true. So all you need to do, basically, it's holiday time right around the corner. Think about that, be a great gift. Come on down, Jim Paul's Buick GMC, Valley Buick GMC. It's here in Apple Valley, it's in Hastings, it's convenient. What more can we say?
I think that's it.
God, I love Jim.
So you can doubt, but you can hate, but I know, no matter what it takes, I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming home, let the rain
Welcome back to Man Up. Thanks for joining us another beautiful day in Minnesota. You were mentioning earlier, a little bit of wind, a little bit of
windy, a
chill,
little cold.
but still, land at 10,000 lakes,
I like
beautiful
it.
place. Yeah, I do too.
I'm a layers guy like you. Well, you got more layers on me than me today, but I'm a layers guy.
I'm a bigger candy cane than you are when it comes to weather. That's all there is to it.
Right.
But one of my dreams, I haven't been there yet. One of these days, I want to head up to Brooklyn Park and get way out of town. No, actually, Lake of the Woods. I've not been there.
Baudette.
Baudette.
Not
yeah.
Baudette.
It's not
Baudette.
Baudette, it's Baudette. You've been up there.
Yep, was up there at Borderview Lodge. Beautiful place.
Looks absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Huge.
No question about it.
Huge lodge. Amazing amenities. It's like being at your house.
If there was a guy that went from maybe downtown to Brooklyn Park, and then from Brooklyn Park, how would I get to Baudette?
Head north.
Let's do it.
We're 12 miles north of Baudette, right on the Canadian border. Most people recognize Minnesota has a little hump that sticks up, and that's us right there. We do a lot of full service fishing, so people can come up, bring appropriate clothing, and that's basically it. We take care of everything else. Summer fishing and spring and fall. In the wintertime, we do same kind of thing, full service. We do the track vehicle bombers and stuff like that to take people out to houses. They're all pre-drilled, heated, ready to go, so we took all the work out of it. You just need to come and have fun. We've really got a variety of lodging. We have cabins that are for 2 people, 4 people, 6 people, 12 people, and even 16. We've got a full bar and restaurant. Staff is here to treat you well, and we got great opportunities for steak and shrimp to baby back ribs that people just love. They just that fall off the bone, really meaty, and obviously the fresh walleye you can have for dinner too if you've been out fishing. It's such a unique fishery with the rivers feeding in and all the other tributaries and the changes from the island areas to the big basin, and it's definitely towards the end of the road, but it's worth it.
I got to tell you something. That place looks absolutely gorgeous. I got to get up there, man.
So fun, so fun.
So great food, you said. Obviously, the lodge looks fantastic. Did you do any fishing up there?
Incredible fishing, incredible. You'll check it out here later in the show.
Let's check it out.
Hey, Tom Bernard here. Don't forget to find the greatest entertainment stop of all time. It's the Tom Bernard Podcast, TomBernardShow.com. Do it, the man says.
Before we wrap up, you'll go fishing with us. But next, the man behind Renter's Warehouse, only here on Man Up.
Latte or Olay, cozy or cool, exactly the way you want it. Until boom, it's bedtime. Your mattress is a battleground of thwarted desire. Enter the Sleep Number bed, designed to let couples sleep together in individualized comfort. He's the softie. His Sleep Number setting is 35. You're the rock at 60. And snoring? Sleep Number's even got an adjustment for that. You can only find Sleep Number at a Sleep Number store. Right now, save $400 on our most popular mattress. No better sleep with Sleep Number.
The Aspire Beverages story is simple. We're just a couple of dads and coaches that got sick of watching people drink neon-colored junk in the name of sports.
So we created something better. Aspire all-natural sports drinks have all the good stuff. None of the artificial junk. Packed with electrolytes, vitamins and minerals, and pure awesomeness.
It's time to stop consuming empty calories in those old neon-colored sports drinks. Make the clear choice. Aspire natural sports drinks.
All right, young men, it's football Sunday. We're talking Vikings, of course. When we talk football, we talk Vikings here on the Man Up Show, no question about it. The Vikings were horrendous. There's no question about it. Can they come back from something like that? I mean, man.
Well, I mean, when you're looking at Bridgewater sitting out with a sprained ankle, we thought he was going to play. Now it's the disappointment not only to the fan base, but to the team itself and his teammates. Ponder's coming in, down to our third quarterback. I mean, things have got to pick up from that. But it was people playing out of place. It was people on the defensive side of the ball making stuff up, freelancing, doing their own thing, and the game is not played that way.
No.
You don't play it that way. You're played what you're told and what you practice to play. You put that in a game and you believe what you see and you go on from there. And hopefully you can stay on the field with the Packers, but you can't freelance and be in your own gap and trying to be a hero because it opens up a lane that a truck can drive through.
All right, we need a prediction. What do you got?
You know what, against the Lions, I don't know who's going to play. There might be some injury issues, but I think that we match up pretty well with the Lions. I think we can win this one at home, 21-17.
I like it, 21-17. Every Sunday morning, just come right here to Man Up. Superstar Mike Morris going to be talking football on Man Up.
It starts your morning with the forecast, then watches your energy use all day. It can change your temperature from anywhere in the world, prevent you from heating and cooling an empty house, and still give you a comfortable welcome home. The iComfort Wi-Fi from Lennox.
The most advanced comfort control solution available anywhere is now available for your home.
So call Liberty Comfort Systems and make your home a smart home today.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Welcome back to Man Up, ladies and gentlemen. Having a great show today. And now, Tony G and I get to welcome a pal.
A good friend.
Brenton Hayden.
Brenton Hayden. That's right, that's right.
Did you retire at like 22?
28.
That's why I know. I knew it was somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Brenton and I have been friends for quite some time. Tony G, you as well.
Long time, yeah.
Let's talk about, I mean, you and I have talked about so many different things over dinner and
At one of your fancy restaurants, right?
Yeah, man.
Well,
I was gonna pine away for wine for a second there, but
what I wanted to say, you know, the show generally has been about, you know, we've had, you know, football players, basketball players on, or football players, boxers, fighters, but the show just isn't about sports figures.
Right.
The show should be about, you know, inspirational figures, and truthfully, I don't know a more inspirational story than hearing about what Brenton Hayden has done, and so I think it's an important story to tell. I'd love to hear I think we both would love to hear some of the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur, just where you've been, and maybe talk about the company you own. So.
Yeah, in fact, I'm in town right now. After I retired, I moved down to sunny Florida, where I know you reside a little bit every now and then. But I'm back in town because I'm doing a speaking engagement tour.
That's
And
what I heard.
in fact, this week I'm speaking for the United Way. And they want me to talk about the same thing, my story. It was only 7 years ago. I'm broke, living in my car, showering at the park. And in a fit of inspiration and depression, I used a yellow notebook and I wrote 7 pages back to front of where I was going to be, how I wanted to go there, what I liked, what I didn't, what was good and what was bad in my life. And that became just my own personal therapist. And that helped me give myself a personal plan and on an honest self-assessment. That's what set me on a course that allowed me to retire 7 years later at 28 years old.
Now, I have to look over here because I'm about to ask Brenton something, because I experienced it at every phase of my career. How many people told you you have no shot, you're never going to make it?
I was having that conversation last night with somebody at a speaking engagement, and I said he had a brilliant idea. He was in a similar situation, and everybody kept telling him it was a dumb idea. We call that, I like to call that banana-flavored lasagna. If you ever go into a restaurant and you look at the menu, there's no banana-flavored lasagna, and you're that guy saying, hey, give me the banana-flavored lasagna. Well, no, I'm not. And that's bad advice, it's bad feedback, I'm not adding it to the menu.
Right.
Feedback isn't necessarily for your purpose in that sense, as to the answer isn't all that magical. It's what you get out of talking it through to somebody, telling them your story and listening to their pros and cons. But they should never break or make your idea. Your idea solely resides with you.
No question about it. And that's great advice for any young man or woman out there that wants to do something with their lives. People are going to criticize you. I was told in voiceover, in radio, in television, you go down the line, I was told you'll never make it, you have no shot, you may as well give up right now. And I just forged ahead. Like you.
Persevere.
When I started my business, I was 21, and everybody told me nobody's going to do business with you when you're in the real estate business like I was, and you're 21. What do you know about real estate? And so for many years, I listened to that, and I shouldn't have. I hid in my office. I wouldn't go on appointments. I wouldn't meet with people because I didn't want them to know how young I was. It was around 24, I started coming out of my office and meeting clients, and they were shocked, like, Jesus, you're pretty damn young. And while I got that reaction, it was immediately positive after. It was not the negative that I'd been living behind in fear for 3 years, but thinking it was going to be nothing but negative.
Well, and that's the whole deal. Here's a guy who retired at 28 years old, Tony.
Yeah.
I think he knows what he's talking about. This is good advice for anybody out there. Just believe in yourself. Don't listen to all the naysayers. I mean, taking good advice is a good idea, but tell everybody pretty much, leave me alone and forge ahead. Thanks for being on ManUP, man.
My pleasure.
Great to see you.
Thanks.
Good to see you, brother.
You too, man.
We'll be right back with more ManUP right after this. This is something you'll love, pole and bait included. We're fishing, and the fish are biting. It's next on ManUP.
When you think walleye fishing, there's only one place that comes to mind: the walleye capital of the world, Lake of the Woods, Minnesota, and Borderview Lodge. When it comes to the walleye fishing experience, Borderview Lodge is second to none. Their friendly and professional staff is there to provide you with nothing but the best service and accommodations. Take an exclusive full-service guided walleye fishing trip and reel in the big one for a delicious walleye dinner. Visit our website at borderviewlodge.com or give us a call at 1-800-PRO-FISH to start your adventure today.
Let's hear it for Bud Light, the perfect beer for when you take over a town, make me the mayor, call it whatever USA. Then pack it to the brim with so much spontaneous, never thought I'd be doing this awesomeness that it's hard to believe we actually pulled it off, right? Body bowling, roller disco, Bud Light, tiny cars, tiny horses, big celebrities, Bud Light, dancing, karaoke, Bud Light, whatever that is. This guy, this girl, oh my, wow, look at that. Bud Light and Bud Light, then put it on the internet for everyone to see. And whatever else happened.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. Find out more at upforwhatever.com.
My dream is to become a mechanical engineer.
My dream is to be a ballerina.
My dream is to be a veterinarian.
I want to be a chef,
truck driver,
a teacher,
a shoe designer,
professional skateboarder.
But right now,
I'm just a kid.
Just a kid.
I'm just a kid.
I'm just a kid ready to be adopted.
Ready to be adopted.
I'm just a kid ready to be adopted.
For the facts about adopting a child from foster care, contact the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
Welcome back to Man Up. Thank you for joining us. We're here at J.D. Hoyt's, 3rd and Washington, downtown Minneapolis, the North Loop, actually. Thanks to Pat and everybody at J.D. Hoyt's. A great place to shoot a show, great place to eat as well. Don't forget that part. This is my impression of Tony G at Borderview Lodge.
No. It was this.
You and Andy. Hey, Opie, let's go fish.
Boy, did we catch fish.
Did you? Lots
Check
of
it
fish?
out.
Let's check it out. Man Up.
Beautiful morning. We're at Lake of the Woods, Borderview Lodge, way up north of Minnesota. There's Canada. We're about to do some fishing.
Typical day at Borderview Lodge. We open up 6:45 for breakfast, so breakfast will be ready to go right away. And we leave the dock at 8 o'clock in the morning, come back at 5 in the afternoon. So it's a 9-hour day of fishing. Oh, they're gonna catch fish. Yeah, the lake is in great shape. There's a lot of fish out there. They're gonna definitely be catching some fish. Will tomorrow be a day where the 29s and the 32-inch walleyes are out biting? We're gonna find out. But they gotta have the skill to do it too. So there may be a bigger test or a bigger challenge for them.
I think I see one.
Hey, we got a fish.
That's a nice walleye. Oh yeah.
It's
Hey!
Both of our hooks are in it.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's how you catch a fish.
Yeah, what a beautiful time.
Yeah, honey, we gotta grab our cooler.
I'll get it out there or what?
We had an amazing day fishing. It was probably the best fishing trip I've ever been on, I've ever been a part of. We got a limit of walleyes. We got some trophy walleyes. I got some monster crappies, a huge northern. So it was an incredible time. It was definitely worth a trip from the Twin Cities.
That was unbelievable. Honest to God, I never knew you had that talent.
I didn't know I could catch so many fish either.
How many, I mean, do you have any idea how many fish you're
I
talking
have
about
no
hanging
idea.
there?
We filled out or limited out on saugers. We limited out on walleyes. I'd like to say we limited out on perch, but I think they said that the limit's like 140 and we only caught like 6.
So basically, the greatest part, because my wife, my son, my daughter, they love fish. So, I mean, the fish you brought back for me is going to be great.
Yeah, here's the good news. I did bring fish back for you. The bad news is I ate it last night. Even Artie caught some fish. You got to see the fish. Artie got the second biggest walleye in the whole trip.
Artie?
Artie,
can you get a shot of the fish that you caught? It looked like a ball, man. Beautiful
blast.
setting, wonderful time, tons of fish. You ate it all. I get zip, typical. That's all I have to say to you, brother. I just, honest to God, all I can do is, my fish is gone. All we can do is move on to Man Chat on Man Up. There's still more on Man Up, our favorite segment where we go one-on-one with you. Man Chat next.
Latte or Olay, cozy or cool, exactly the way you want it. Until boom, it's bedtime. Your mattress is a battleground of thwarted desire. Enter the Sleep Number bed, designed to let couples sleep together in individualized comfort. He's the softie. His Sleep Number setting is 35. You're the rock at 60. And snoring? Sleep Number's even got an adjustment for that. You can only find Sleep Number at a Sleep Number store. Right now, save $400 on our most popular mattress. No better sleep with Sleep Number.
Okay, Michael, and the average person out there, I'm hurt, I'm scared, I don't know any attorneys. Why do I turn to you?
Well, since you're hurt and you're concerned about how your bills are going to get paid and what you're going to do for wage loss, it's the time you need help. So you want to get a lawyer or a law firm that's done this before, knows what they can do to help you. And that's the difference we make. I talk to people for free. We'll go through what your rights are and you'll know what can be done for you.
Fantasy football is now in focus. Here's Randy Warner with the ManUP Fantasy Blitz.
We're back for more Fantasy Blitz, where we give you players you can plug in for success. First up this week, wide receiver Sammy Watkins of the Buffalo Bills. With E.J. Manuel benched and Kyle Orton in, Watkins saw his most targets of the year this week, which was 12. Now I understand they are playing against a tough Patriots secondary this week, but Kyle Orton knows the only way to win is through the hands of this talented rookie. Number 2, Anton Smith, running back, Atlanta. The only thing holding this guy back is the lack of touches he gets. But despite his lack of touches, he has scored in each of the last 3 games. I believe Atlanta has seen enough from him to expand this workload this week. Tune in next week for more fantasy football chat, or you can follow me at FantasyBlitz82.
The ManUp Fantasy Blitz is brought to you by UncloggedDrains.com. That's our name. It's what we do.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Welcome back to Man Up. Time to get to some man chat.
Tom, this one's for you, from Janice and Crystal. Out of all the years you've been in the spotlight, who's been your favorite person to meet?
This is a very, very difficult one because Rod Steiger told me he loved me. Just a couple of weeks ago, Jeffrey Tambor told me he loved me, but my favorite of all time was Peter Falk. I interviewed Peter Falk several years ago, one of the great actors of all time. And at the end of the interview, he came over and hugged me and said, "Kid, what are you doing in Minneapolis?" What a sweet thing to say, just a sweet, sweet man. Peter Falk, no doubt about it. All right, Tony G, this one is for you from Ben in St. Cloud. When you had Mike Tyson in town for that boxing event, did you get to spend time with him? A lot of people, don't like him or whatever, but I do admire how Tyson has worked to improve himself.
I was lucky enough to spend some time with Mike. As a child, Mike Tyson was by far my favorite fighter. We spent a little bit of time. We went out to eat afterwards, after the weigh-in. We weren't able to meet up after his fighter got beat. I don't know if you guys saw the controversial loss, but his fighter got beat for the World Championship. So after the event, we did not get a chance to hang out. But prior to the event and after the weigh-in, we were best buds.
Another great show. Tony G did a hell of a job, man.
Fun one.
Looking forward to next week. We'll see you next week on Man Up.